guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm recreating this hooded eye cut crease look that I wore in my strobing tutorial as it was requested. Please excuse my awfully nasally sounding voice. I'm super sick at the moment and was very sick filming this look, so my drab skin also looks really gross and pasty. But anyways, let's just jump straight into it. Firstly, I will be spraying the Zurich Rose Water Balancing Mist to freshen up and revitalise my drab and dull skin at the moment. Ugh, can you just tell? Then to brighten up my eyes and prevent creasing, I'll be using my Origins A Perfect World for Eyes cream and gently applying that. Then for primer, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer and I'm going to put that over my entire face. And then I know, same old, using my MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC30 and applying that with my finger and then blending it in with a damp sponge as usual. I feel like I was so white today and I just looked super drab in this to start off with. Oh yeah, and did I mention I was sick? It was really hard to stop my nose from dripping through this whole tutorial. I'm sorry guys. To brighten up my eye area, I'm applying the MAC Prep and Prime in Light Boost and just going to blend it in just over my entire eyelid, sort of like an eye base and also under my eyes, and then sort of highlighting in the usual areas. Then to set the eyes, I'm going to be using MAC Light Plus and just sort of patting it on with this Sigma brush to get a really good base and to stop the creasing. For brows, of course, using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in soft brown and this angled brush. You know the drill. I just start from the tail end of my brow and then I sort of work my way towards the middle, really being quite particular and really careful not to overdraw them too much. So to highlight under the brow bone, I'll be using the Maybelline Big Eyes Liner in white and carefully drawing the pencil close to the brow and really just along the whole bottom bit of the brow, as you can see, being super careful not to draw on the eyebrows. Then using the Naked 2 palette and the shade in Booty Call, I'm just going to use this soft angled brush to really blend it in and to really accentuate that highlight. Then using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and my favourite transition shade, you can use any caramelly brown shade, and I'm going to be applying this with my Sigma blending brush to build up the colour. This is super easy to do, but with hooded eyes I keep them open to make sure I can see the colour placement, also making sure that it is above where your actual crease is. As you can see, I'm softly applying it just above the hood of my eyes, really above where the skin is and under my brow bone, and just bringing it all the way in windscreen wiper motions and really blending the colour in and making sure that it looks as natural as possible. It is important to take your time with this step to make sure it looks perfect. Back to the Naked 2 palette and this awesome crease colour in Tease and this small pointy brush for direct and precise application, pressing it directly into the crease and also keeping my eyes open to see the application and where it is going, making sure that it goes all the way into towards the inner corner of my eye, as you can see here, and just really being really precise with the application. And then using this brush with no product on it, I'm going to blend it in and hold it, as you can see, sort of directly towards my eye and even slightly downwards, just to really blend it in. It is okay if it's not totally perfect. As you can see, I got some on my eyelid, but don't worry, we're going to clean that up now using the Big Eyes liner in white, and I'm going to put this over my entire eyelid. I had to fasten it up a little bit, but to make sure you are super gentle on your eyelid and not too rough. As you can see, I'm placing this over my entire eyelid and just building the color up. Then I'm going to be using a mixture of Booty Call and this lighter shade in the Naked 2 palette, and I'm going to pack that on using this Urban Decay brush, and just to add that little bit of shimmer, I'm going to also put that into the inner corners of my eyes. Now to blend, using my Sigma soft tapered blending brush to clean up those lines, really to make them look a bit more smoother. For some added definition, I'm going to use the black shade in the same palette and this very small sort of pointed rounded brush, and applying the colour just to the outer corners of my eye, as you can see, sort of like in a rounded triangle. It's just really to kind of smoke it out and just add a bit of definition, and it also feel like it accentuates my eyes and make them look a bit bigger, especially when I'm going to put the liner on. And then of course I'm going to blend this in a little bit. Next, using my Sigma Short Shader, I am going to apply tease to my lower lash line before I do my liner, just to bring the colour at the bottom and just sort of really accentuate my eyes and make them look that little bit bigger. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean up those lines as I mentioned before. Now for liner, I'm going to be using the Bobbi Brown gel eyeliner, which I always use, and yeah, I spilt my eye remover everywhere. Anyways, I'm going to start by flicking it out as much as possible, sort of going towards the tail end of my brow, and then I'm going to be drawing a triangle from the middle of the flick and sort of bringing it in, as you can see, to my lash line and then filling it in. This step really does take some patience and some time to do, but I'm also going to be bringing the liner all the way into the inner corners of my eye just to add that extra drama. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because I'm going to go over it with this liquid from Cream Color, the Wonderful Duo, and it's sort of just like a liquid liner just to fill it in. Smashbox mascara, full exposure with my ugly mascara face. Then I'm going to be using these Cara 45 lashes in black, and then of course applying the mascara to the bottom. Then using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer just in the usual spots under my eyes, nose, a little bit on my forehead, chin, and also under where my cheekbones are. Then of course I'm going to blend it in with a damp sponge as usual. Using the Laura Mercier loose translucent powder and this flat white sponge, it is time to bake, people, and I'm just going to pat that under my eyes and just let it set for a little while. Then I'm going to dust it off using my Sigma Soft Blend Concealer brush just to wipe away the excess, using my Face of Australia loose powder that I have. Then I'm going to set the rest of my face using MAC Medium Dark. Cheeks, I'm using my Super Crushed and Broken MAC New Romance blush for a bit of colour. I'm just going to really dust that onto my cheeks. And then for an all over glowing skin look, I'm going to go ahead and use the Hourglass ambient lighting palette and using sort of the darker shade, and I'm going to dust that all over my entire face. This is really great for an all over glow. I know, of course, I'm using MAC Soft and Gentle again, using my finger on my nose, Cupid's bow, and a bit on my chin. Then I'm also going to highlight just slightly on my forehead and also underneath my cheekbones as well as above them today, just to get that all over glow and that strobing look, because I didn't contour. And then to finish off the look, I'm going to be using my MAC Fix Plus setting spray. I'm just going to put it on either side of my face just so that I don't get an oily T-zone. Then I'm going to put MAC Plum lip liner as sort of like a dark lip liner on my lips, just to really accentuate them and kind of make them look a bit bigger and bolder than usual for today. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my favourite MAC lipstick, Velvet Teddy. I know, I'm so boring, I can't even help it, but I'm just going to put that all over my lips, and then there you have it. This is the finished look. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today. And if you made it all this way to the end of this video and you really enjoyed it and you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you want, you can subscribe to my channel by just clicking below if you would like to see more. Let me know if you have any questions about the look, or if you would like to see anything else in the comments below. I am going to try and do some more hooded eye tutorials, just because I need to represent for my hooded eye girls out there. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye guys.